Happy Wednesday, everybody. You're joining me for another Author Talk Short. And my lovely guest today is Sharon Jenkins. I can't just say Sharon, it's Sharon Jenkins, who I recognized you when I saw your name pop up in my email that you were signing up for the 12 days. And I was like, I have met this lady before through Sandy. So it's so nice to talk to you again and get to meet you all over again. I'm so excited. But
Me too.
oh, I'm telling you,
Hello and kisses.
I know we are long lost friends. I'm telling you. But I would love to hear, what genre do you write in and how did you start as a writer?
Well, nonfiction has been an inspirational, has been my heart and
Okay.
self-help for authors. I've spent most of my career doing that, but I'm putting my big toe into the fiction arena.
Ooh, okay. What kind of fiction are you dabbling in?
I'll probably do inspirational.
Okay.
And I like historical fiction,
Mm.
but I have to do something out of the box because I'm an out of the box kind of girl.
Well, no, I don't like a box either. I don't like being contained. So I understand. This is why we're friends. This is why we're friends. So, how long have you been working on dabbling in fiction? Is this a new venture you started this year, or how long have you been dabbling?
Well, I tried last year and I realized I needed to go back to the drawing board because writing fiction obviously is a lot different from writing nonfiction. So I had to go sit at the feet of the masters so I
Ooh.
could get it right. And so I'm still in training. But what I love about that experience is that I already have the passion and the love for writing, so they align themselves.
I love that. The love and passion for writing. And so you're just going to dabble. I feel like eventually you're going to dabble in everything, Sharon. I'm telling you, we're going to do all genres. I'm so excited. But I want to talk about, because you mentioned that you mostly have written nonfiction inspirational for authors. So tell me a little bit about that. I see the Master Communicator, which I love. I love that title. So tell me a little bit about your nonfiction work that you've done.
Well, I've spent the last 10, 15 years working with authors, primarily self published authors.
Oh,
Yes, equipping them to have success in the marketplace. And that has looked like a lot of different things, like publishing or coaching or editing for them, and actually helping them to make the right choices when it comes to cover selection and interior design, and sharing with them the importance of them being authentic to self, but even more so attractive to readers.
see, I love it. This is why we're friends, Sharon. This is why, because I have also done that, but I got my love for authors and everything from Sandy, and I
Yes,
know Sandy's your girl. Like Sandy
yes,
is that she's like my grandmother. Okay,
yes.
like I love me some Sandy, and so I love that. So how long have you been helping self-published or indie authors? That's my realm. That's my happy place.
For about 15 years. And my aim in the next 2 to 3 years is to become more attractive to millennials and those under the millennials. So I've established a new brand. I am now called Super Author Granny.
Oh, I love that. That's
And
perfect.
yes, because the gray hair and, who doesn't love their grandmother? So I can form a bridge between myself and the millennials and those that come after them. So that's my new brand. I've got a new website and all that wonderful kind of stuff. And it's just a place where people can go and get their questions answered to determine whether or not they're actually ready to write, and if they want to self publish, what are the benefits of that? And, if they need additional help, I'm there to help them because grandmothers do what? Love and help others.
That is the truth. That is very much the truth. See, this is why I love like you and Sandy, because you guys are just like that for me. Like you're just like, oh, sweetie, come here, let me hug you, and I'm just like, oh, I'm all about it. I love it. But I love that you're wanting to, make an impact with millennials, and I don't know, they're like the Gen Z or something. I'm millennial, right? I don't always classify myself as a millennial, but I am. But I think it's, and that I love that, because I kind of feel like that's where there's a huge gap between, that generation, and self-publishing has become so popular. I mean, I love small presses, small, like self-published indie authors. That's my realm. That's my happy place. And there's so many amazing and creative writers out there, right? And so I love that, and like educating them in it, because it can get overwhelming so quickly. So quickly can it get overwhelming to self-publish, or they go down all these different avenues, because there's so many different ways. Oh my gosh. There's traditional, there's like hybrid, and then there's just do-it-yourselfer, right? And I'm a very much do-it-yourselfer. I want the quality to be what I want, all of those things, right? And so just odd. If I hadn't worked with authors and I thought about being a first-time author, I would quickly be like, it's overwhelming. So I love that you're creating that, because it's so needed for everybody to do that, and to put out, good self-published books. There are so many amazing self-published books. So I love it. I love it. And that you're challenging yourself, dabbling in fiction, girl. What can you not do? What can you not do?
Well, the beauty of all of that is this is the first time I really got serious about the NaNoWriMo.
Oh, you're going to do NaNoWriMo?
I'm actually in it now.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love it.
It's making me do this fiction book, going on this fiction journey. And I was inspired by the Black Panther Wakanda stuff that's going on, and the Woman King. And I was like, I'm going to write a book about an African princess.
Yes. Oh, I love it. I love it. And I love that the inspiration where it came from, because that is amazing. I love that. And it's definitely been, a woman empowerment year, right? You have so many more movies that are women main driven and stuff like that. So I love that. You need to send it. I would love to be a beta reader. Send it to me. I want to be a beta. I want to be a beta reader for sure. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love it. But you have opted to join me and my crazy self for the 12 Days of Page Turners happening in December, which is going to be a good time, Sharon. I'm so excited. It's going to be such a good time. And you're joining me on December 9th at 7 p.m. Central. Now, we're not going to dive into exactly what your promotion is going to be for the holiday giveaway, but I want to kind of hint as to what it's going to be. So can you give us a little bit of hints towards what your holiday promotion is going to be this year?
Well, we're going to do a pre-order package for this wonderful new book that's coming out. And I'm going to throw in some goodies for authors, just because, I'm grandma, I'm super author granny. I have to make the package sweet. You have to leave with an experience. So get ready for an experience.
Oh, I love it. I'm not even an author, and I want to know what your goodies are. So I love it. Can you tell that you're a writer? Because that was just brilliant. That was so well done. Very, very enticing. I cannot wait for December 9th when we get to dive into more and learn what all those goodies are. So if you are an author, an aspiring author, or a reader, you're definitely going to want to tune in December 9th to see what Sharon Jenkins offers and sweet goodies are going to be, because like she said, she is the grandma of it. And I feel like she's the grandma for all authors. So if you do not know Sharon Jenkins, you definitely need to get to know her, because she is amazing. Amazing. See, even Mom Mirella is just like great teaser. See, you can just tell you are a writer. You can tell. It was just wonderful. So going back a little bit into the fiction that you've decided, is it going to be something that evolves into a series? Is it going to be like a one and done? Tell
Oh,
me about it.
oh, oh God, no. I've already got the plot and the theme for book 2 and book 3.
Nice.
Yes, and the what really inspired me, when you go into a movie theater to go see a movie,
Hmm.
and it's just you and a few other people. I think we could have counted the number of people in the theater on this one hand, but
Mm.
when the movie is over and the other set of people get up and dance when the movie is
Oh,
over, that's inspirational.
I love that.
Yes, yes. I mean, literally dancing. I mean, with joy. See, I want that. I'm hungry. I want that response from my readers. I want them to read this new book, this new fiction book, the women, and feel so empowered by the message in the book that they get up and dance.
Oh, I love it. I love something that makes me dance and just puts you in a good mood. You're just like, yes, I'm here for that. It just makes everything better. You're just in a better mood the day, then it's probably gonna make your week better and you're happy. There's so much
My life
going
better.
on. Right?
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, I love it. Like, what can you not do? I feel like you're gonna be able to do that. I have no worries at all about it. Sharon, I have none. None at all. But I would love to kind of know, how long have you been writing? I know that you've been helping authors and stuff for 14 years and everything like that. But, you know, do you think that you're just going to make like another pivot and be like, oh, okay, well, I want to dabble in sci-fi and create your own world and stuff? Or are you going to stick in this fiction realm? I'm just saying, you're the one that jumped into fiction. Okay. I'm just throwing it out there.
That's my happy place. That's the brain candy that stimulates me as a writer. And I need that. So, yes, I'll do more fiction books, but my ministry and mission is to help authors present themselves in a manner that will make them marketable in the marketplace.
Hmm.
There's a lot of competition,
Yeah.
but we're not concerned about the competition. Write a good book, have a good marketing plan, and you will be okay. But
Yes.
you got to get there. And so I'll always be doing a balancing act between what I love to do and who I love to serve.
See, I love that because your motivation and everything is really just to help authors, right? And I inherited that from Sandy, and now I understand why you and Sandy are so close because I inherited that love for her, right? And there's so many things that you're just like, oh, like let me, you poor soul, let me just hug you because you don't know what you don't know, right? And there's so much, and it's always changing, like it's always changing. Different things are trending at different times, and that makes it so overwhelming. But I think for me, I would love to know what was that spark where you're like, you know what, I really want to help this like particular niche of authors. Because that to me is one of the biggest ones, but it's also one of the ones that needs the most help because they just don't know. So I would love to know what that is.
Well, I went on a trip to New Mexico to the mountains to a writers' conference, and it was my first time there. And I wasn't equipped to pitch to acquisition editors or publishers, and I
Mhm.
didn't know that. So I took my jacked up manuscript with me and a lot of bravado, and I would sit in front of people and I'd tell them my story and I'd be so excited about it, and they would look back at me with this dead in the space kind of look in their eyes, and I would be like, what is wrong? Why aren't we connecting? And someone finally told me, when you're not famous like Oprah, okay, no one wants to know your story. Well,
Mhm.
I know that there are tons of people out there with a story that can really help people. And so and most people aren't going to be famous who tell their story. So self-publishing became an alternative. And if I have a struggle with something, I not only take the lessons learned from that experience to help me, I take it to help others because I've always loved readers. I've always loved writers, even more so when I was a kid. Writers, authors were my superheroes. And I just felt I was obligated to help those people who had a message that couldn't get it out through the traditional challenges. But the message was so good and so needed. There had to be a way. And I just wanted to help people.
I love it because I have found some of the most talented, in my opinion, creative and like inspirational books, and they were self-published and they're undiscovered, right? And I feel like there's so much raw talent out there, and so instead of just pitching to agents and hoping one of the big five publish you and do all of that, you can kind of take that power into yourself. You just have to learn how to market your book, right? That's the biggest struggle I feel like, is marketing your book. So everybody needs to get to know Sharon Jenkins, okay? Because she can help you. Like she said, she's the grandmother of that, okay? Grandmother for all of authors, okay? And she can help you. But if you want to learn more about Sharon Jenkins, her work, her books that she's putting out, her promotions that she's running, we're going to dive in a little bit deeper into that conversation on December 9th at 7 p.m. because Sharon Jenkins is on the 12 Days of Page Turners with my crazy self. So I absolutely love it. And Sharon, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come and talk to me about being on the 12 Days of Page Turners and just giving me more insight into you as a writer. It has been so much fun. I hate that we have to end it. It's been so much fun. And I really cannot wait for December 9th when we can dive a little bit deeper and I get to know what your goodies are. Like I'm dying to know. So until next time, everybody, we will catch you all with Sharon Jenkins on December 9th for the 12 Days of Page Turners. But we'll catch more Author Talk Shorts coming up. Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.